All right, we're going to finish up 3.4 day 2 here, adding in some word problems. So it says student council selling t-shirts during Spirit Week. It costs $20 for the design and $5 to print each shirt. The cost Y, so on the Y-axis we're going to write the word cost and maybe the dollar sign. Y to print X shirts, so X is the number of shirts, is given by the equation. They give us that. Graph Y equals 5x plus 20 using the slope and a y-intercept. So the slope, that's 5, and the y-intercept is 20. The y-intercept, or B. So I don't know if there is 20 lines here, so I think we need to kind of make this this side here go maybe not by ones, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, not really 20 either. So let's just go by 5 since it's going to go up by 5 anyway. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I think that's right. So now we can graph our y-intercept of 20. Boop, boop, boop. And it rises 5 and runs 1. We can maybe skip 2 lines. So every line would be a half a shirt, which wouldn't make any sense, but just to give us some space here. So we can find the cost of 0 shirts is $20. 1 shirt would be $25. 2 shirts, $30. Rise 5, run 1. Rise 5, run 1. Rise $5 for every 1 shirt. $5 for every 1 shirt. Then we connect our lines. We don't have more than the first quadrant in this one because our t-shirt sales can never be negative, or we can't buy a negative amount of shirts. So we're going to interpret the slope and y-intercept. Interpret means label and use your words. So describe that. So the slope, or M, that must mean it cost $5 per shirt. That's the constant rate of change. And the B is the $20 design charge. Or a lot of times I say the initial charge. So if you use the word initial, a lot of times that works too. Okay, a couple more like that. A taxi fare, Y. So taxi fare, that means cost. So the fare of the ride, the cost, can be determined by the equation blah, 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 where X is the number of miles. Graph the equation and interpret. So this says we're going to start at $3.50. We're going to have to kind of estimate for 0 miles. And then it goes up 50 cents for every 1 mile. If you don't want to guess 50 cents, you can go up a whole dollar, but then you're going to have to run double. So if you double this, or you can go up 50 cents and run 1, 50 cents, run 1, or you could go up a whole dollar and run 2. So it's going to get you the same line, just it might be easier to graph. Arrow. So interpret the slope. So the slope, or M, is $0.5 per mile. And the y-intercept, or B, you can call it either one, was $3.50. That's where we start. So he's going to charge us $3.50 initial charge, basically to pick us up. To have us call him, it costs us $3.50 no matter what. This one's the same problem, but with different numbers. So all I'm going to do is graph it. I'm not going to interpret it because it's the same thing. So we can take the same axes. And I'm going to call these all 1s. So this one says start at 3 and up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Just learning how to graph. So this taxi costs $2 a mile, and it's going to cost us $3 no matter what for him to come pick us up. Okay, a little bit of practice from yesterday. Writing the equation in slope-intercept form for the graphs. So I need to find this slope. So M is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over run 3. B is -2. So y equals 5/3 x minus 2 after plugging it into the y equals mx plus b form. This one, we have to find the slope. I'm going to draw a triangle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise 4, run 3, so 4/3. And the y-intercept, or b, is -6. So y equals 4/3 x minus 6. One more to practice on the back, and that is about manipulating equations so that they end up in y equals mx plus b. So we want to end up in y equals mx plus b. So we're going to get y by itself. So we need to get rid of 3x. So subtract 3x. Again, I'm putting my 3x in front of the 12. So we get -9y equals -3x plus 12. Divide both sides by 9. Remember, everything has to be divided by -9. Negative divided by negative is a positive, and that simplifies to 1/3 x. This is a negative, because positive divided by negative. Take a 3 out, so 4/3. Letter B, getting y by itself, we're going to add x to both sides this time. So we get 2y equals x plus 2. Divide everything by 2. So this would be 1x divided by 2, so 1/2 x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. M in this first one was 1/3. B was -4/3. M in the second one is 1/2. And B, or the y-intercept, is 1. There we have it. It is our choices, far more than our abilities, that show who we truly are. Have a great day.